I'm extremely new to this, and I really have no idea if this is even worth posting, but if my story reaches someone who could maybe explain to me why this happened, or even if you just like my story and lose sleep over it like I still do, that's great. Quick backstory. My parents divorced when I was 3, and my mom passed away when I was 4. My dad moved in with me and my older sister, who was 9, into the house where my mother died. She died in the master bathroom, and it just never felt the same. I'm only explaining that part, so it's just easier to understand the awful vibe that this house gave off. I was pretty young, so I'd sleep with my dad in the master bedroom until he left for night shift at midnight. He'd go and wake my sister up to join me until he got home at 7 a.m. He let me do that until I was about 6 years old. Then he tried to start making me sleep in my own bedroom, alone. I wasn't good with being alone, especially in that room. My bedroom was at the back of the house at the end of a long hallway. The other end of the hallway was my sister's room, and there was a bathroom in between the two. I started to notice the uneasy feeling I'd get whenever I would walk down the hallway to my room. So I started flipping on the light switch before even turning the corner to walk down the hallway. I would literally outstretch my arm to flip it before even putting my body into the hallway. I remember the first time I opened my door to it being pitch black and trying to flip my switch, and nothing happening. I flipped that damn switch, what felt like 50 times, before getting so scared that I turned and ran back down the hallway to get my dad. The light turned on for him after one flick of the switch. Of course it did. I tried falling asleep that night with my closet light on. Let me try to explain this the best way I can. I broke my closet doors one day with my neighbor, playing some sort of game in my room. So instead of fixing them, my dad just took both doors off the hinges, so my closet was completely open at all times. I had a pull-down string to turn the light bulb on, and I kept that bitch on at all times, except for when it would turn off by itself. And it absolutely loved doing this when I was trying to be grown up and sleep by myself. I was laying in bed, and it turned off while I was watching TV, and I remember just staring into the black hole that was my closet. And that's when I heard it. My hangers started touching together, ever so lightly. I almost thought I was making it up, but I could see them swaying in the dim TV light. I pulled my covers over my head and forced myself to sleep. I would get cold spots in my room. None of my friends would ever want to go in there. Things would move around, toys would turn on by themselves, etc. My Furby toy annoyed my sister so much that she took the batteries out, and we both would watch it keep talking and blinking its eyes, even when it had no batteries. She eventually threw it out the window into the street. R.I.P. Furby. What I can't get out of my head the most is the man who used to watch me as I slept, or didn't sleep. It was a tall, shadowy figure in the corner of my room who looked like he was wearing some sort of hat and a dirty shirt, and he would just watch me. It wasn't so much of a shadow as it was just a solid figure standing there. I could feel him watching me at all times. I could feel his presence every time I turned my back to my door to walk down the hallway. And when I would dance to Britney Spears in the mirror, he would be there. I even saw him through my window while jumping on the trampoline during pure daylight, and he was standing in my closet behind my hanging clothes. I could see his eyes staring at me and letting me know he was watching. After about 2 years, he started to come to me in my dreams. It was the same dream every single time, and I still have it to this day. I'm 24 now. I would slide my hand to flip the switch in the hallway, and I'd get to my door and open up to turn on my light in my room, and it wouldn't work, just like it didn't in real life. And when I would turn my back to my door to go get my dad for help, he would walk into the hallway and drag me back into my room. He closes the door and stands over me, scratching my clothes off in bits and pieces, and I couldn't scream. I couldn't do anything except look into his black eyes, and he just stands there and watches me. It feels like it goes on for hours and hours, that I'm just sitting here, petrified, until I finally wake up. Fast forward to me being 16. I moved out and am renting the house out to my stepsister and stepbrother. They threw a party, and my stepbrother gets into an argument with his girlfriend, who decides to go sleep it off in my old room with her dog. My stepsister told me the story a few years ago. She woke up at 3 a.m. to the girlfriend screaming and crying in the hallway. She says that she was trying to fall asleep, but her dog wouldn't stop being aggressive and barking and growling. She looked up and saw a tall man just staring at her from the corner of the room. We sold my mom's house about 5 years later, and I can't even bring myself to drive by it anymore. I don't know who he or it is and why he chose to mess with me, but regardless, I still have my reoccurring dream at least once a month, and I think that is his way of letting me know he's still with me.
Thank you for watching. I always appreciate the support you show me, and I'm forever grateful for it. Hope everyone had a wonderful day. All my social media information is in the description box below. All the story, music, and image information is below as well. And don't forget,